The Land of Stories by Chris Golfer. Alex and Connor Bailey have been told that they are not regular twins. But when their grandma gives them a magic book that leads into another dimension called the Land of Stories, they may find out how different they really are. Can they find all the items needed from the most famous fairy tale characters to complete the wishing spell and get back home? Or will they be stuck there forever? I think that you should read this book because it's such a good adventure and mystery in one. If you like magic and treasure hunts, you will love
Dodger for President by Jordan Sonnenblick. Willie is away for a trip. Dodger, who is a chimp, turns into Willie at school. Dodger and Lizzie start running for class president. Against the most popular kids in school, will they win? Read to find out. I think you should read this book because it's really funny, exciting, and it's a great
Goosebumps, Most Wanted, The 12th Minutes of Christmas by R.L. Stine. Kate Will wants to try to be in a school play, and this girl named Courtney bullies her because Kate can see ghosts, and there's this family named Flora. Flora fell in well on Christmas, and there was this family, and the family took Kate Wells and called her Flora. Kate Wells then helped Flora out of the well. I think someone else should read this book because it makes everything feel realistic.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul by Jeff Kinney. Greg Heffley is going on a road trip with his family, and they expect it to be fun, but they run into some problems along the way, such as crazy seagulls, an insane pig, sleeping Manny, and the troublesome Beardo family. Will Greg be able to make it through this family trip or go crazy? Read to find out. Why you should read this book. This book is very funny and made me laugh a lot. I don't think you'll forget this marvelous book.
Ski Slopestyle by Darius Baylor. This book is all about skiing slopestyle. Skiing slopestyle is you go to a ski slope that is around 2,500 feet long. On that slope is a whole ton of rails, boxes, walls, stop fence, and a couple kickers. This sport is really fun and really dangerous. It's all about taking chances and improving. These three skiers right here are really good. The one on the right is Nick Geffer, the one on the middle is Josh Christensen, and the one on the left is Gus Cantworthy. This right here is Gus Cantworthy, really good slopestyle skier, ladies and gentlemen. This guy right here also is very good folk style skier. This is Josh Christensen from Park City, Utah.
Warriors Into the Wild by Aaron Hunter. This book is about a house cat named Rusty. Firepaw and Greypaw became friends. Blue Star, ThunderClan's leader, asks Rusty to join ThunderClan. Rusty agrees, and Blue Star takes him to the clan. His apprentice name was Firepaw. He finds a cat named Greypaw. Firepaw went out hunting and found a cat named Yellowfang. ThunderClan kept her as a prisoner. The Shadow Clan leader said that Yellowfang hurts kids. All the ThunderClan cats believed him. Near the end, Firepaw proved that Yellowfang was innocent. Firepaw and Greypaw were very strong and brave. Will they become warriors? This book is very adventurous. Read Warriors Into the Wild to find out.
Into the Woods by Lynn Garter, pictures by Minnie Gray. This book is about three girls named Storm, Aurora, and Annie, who live in a small cottage by the woods. But when their mother dies and father runs away, things get complicated. First, a man comes to their house wanting the pipe Storm's mother had given her before she died. He said it was magic. But when Storm doesn't give it to him and runs away into the woods with her sisters, hoping the man will follow them, things get even more complicated. They are stuck in the woods with Mad Candy Witch, wolves chasing them, and massive ice sheets across. They feel like hope is lost. Read this book to find out what happens. You should read this book because it is very adventurous and packed with action. The characters will face a kidnapping, obstacles they almost die in, and much more. If you like adventure and cliffhangers, this is the book for you.
What was the Boston Tea Party by Kathleen Krul? This book is about how the townspeople were mad at the government The governor made a scholarship. John Hancock was just made in town. He saw King George III was the king of England and ruled.
This book is Upside Down in the Middle of Nowhere by Julie T. Lamina. Armani Curtis can only think about one thing. Her 10th birthday. Her mama is making her a big cake with lots of blue icing. All of her friends are coming. And she has a feeling about a certain wrap present. But everything takes a turn for the worse when Hurricane Katrina hits the lower 9s of New Orleans and tears her world apart. Then she realizes being 10 means watching loved ones die and being brave. Will her family survive the storm? You will have to find out if you read Upside Down in the Middle of Nowhere.
I Am Helen Keller by Grace Norwich. This book is about a woman named Helen Keller who got blind and deaf when she was only 2 years old. Her parents did not know what to do, so they got her a teacher named Annie Sullivan, who helped the blind and deaf. The only problem was that Helen had a bad temper. When she did not get her way, she would break things or flip tables. Annie got Helen under control, so she taught her how to read Braille. One day, Helen found out that a blind and deaf girl could learn how to talk, so she wanted to do it too. At first, it was hard for Annie because Helen would put her hand in Annie's mouth to feel the movements, which would make Annie gag. Once Helen could speak, she was offered to meet the president and do speeches all around the country. You should read this book because it shows you can do anything if you try hard enough.
Ever After High, the Storybook of Legends, by Shannon Hale. This book is about a princess and an evil queen. The methods are the evil queen organizes a princess school called Ever After High. It is a school for princesses and rebels. The evil queen, Snow White's daughters' names are Raven, Queen, and Apple White. They are friends, and there is a book of legends that all the princesses, princes, and rebels have to sign to follow their parents' destiny. Read to find out what kind of adventures go on.
A Snicker of Magic by Natalie Lloyd. Felicity Pickle is an unordinary girl who collects words. She's tired of moving from place to place. When her mama's van, Pickles Jalapeno, rolls into Midnight Gulch, she feels her luck is about to change. Maybe she can make some good memories, or even a friend. Most people believe Midnight Gulch used to have magic, but Felicity may have discovered its comeback. All she has to do is find the right words to turn it loose. I think you should read this book if you like fantasy or magic. There are tons of surprising events that will make you gasp. Read to find out if the magic comes back to Midnight Gulch.
Freak the Mighty by Roman Frober. This book is about two young boys named Max and Kevin. This book is about two young boys named Max and Kevin. This is Kevin and Maxwell. Kevin has a hard time walking, so he uses these, so it's easier for him to walk. This is Max and Grim. Grim is Maxwell's grandpa. The reason why I think someone else should read this book is because it is a classic where two friends stick together no matter what. It is said at the end that it might make you cry, but in a loving way. You should read this, and if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. It is a really good book.
Esperanza Rising by Pam Munoz Ryan. When Esperanza and her family go from rich to rags, she learns very valuable lessons along the way. When Esperanza's papa dies, they encounter her two devilish uncles that want to take their house and also to marry Esperanza's mom. Their only way to escape the two devilish uncles is to flee from Mexico to California. On her journey, Esperanza has some very tragic things that happen to her, like her mom gets very sick during a sandstorm in the fields, and also very treasuring things that happen to her, like her grandma finally comes back home, but no matter what happens, good or bad, her friends are always there for her. You should read this book because it teaches you that it doesn't matter how much money you have, it matters who you are on the inside. This book will make you laugh and sometimes even make you want to cry. I hope you can read this and enjoy it as much as I did.
The 39 Clues in Too Deep by June Watson. 14-year-old Amy Hill and her younger brother Dan travel to a land down under. Then later discover that their own mom and dad had known about the 39 clues all along. But following in their footsteps leads to lost and haunted memories of ghosts of their past. Trying to avoid deadly competitors, Amy and Dan don't should really read this book because it's full of adventure, risks, and excitement. Also, I really enjoyed it.
The Sunrise by Aaron Hunter. This warrior named Whitestorm was killed during a battle with Blood Clan. This warrior named Darkstripe turned evil because his friend Hagastar promised him glory, even though he would almost destroy all clans. This medicine cat named Spotleaf was killed and then killed again. Once he was already in Star Clan and her spirit faded away before she can confess a terrible secret to her friend. This clan leader, Firestar, was originally a kitty pet but now a clan leader, but he has a very important secret to confess to a female medicine cat who faded away.
The Angel Tree by Daphne Bennis Graham. Every Christmas, a tree appears in the town square of Pine River. The Angel Tree. You may write a wish on a piece of paper and then tie it to the tree. Others make the wishes come true. Nobody knows where the tree has come from, but this year 4 children are trying to find the person GB who is making all these wishes come true. Lucy is the first you will meet. Her seeing dog Valentine is terribly sick with a tumor and their family can't afford the surgery to save her life. Max's family's house is burnt down, and they are living in an old broken down apartment now. There is a new kid in town named Joe. He does not fit in at all and needs some friends. Cammy doesn't have a wish this year but is determined to find out who is behind all the magic of the Angel Tree. I think you should read this book because it is heartwarming and mysterious. When they all meet, do they become friends and find out who GB is or not? Read to find out who GB is and the 4 kids' adventure.
This book is called Giggles, Dads, and Girl. By and Sandra Hoffman. They're depicting jokes like playing ball. Elephants want to be alone. All wet and yet look at them is fighting because 2 is a crowd. They're because it's jokes. Relate to happiness. This has really funny jokes.
This is the book title. This is the other attracts a Chris. This is about 4 girls. This is 4 girls. They go to Neverland. This is Neverland where the 4 girls they go. This is the fairy where the 4 girls they go. This is the sky where the 4 girls and the fairies fly.
Inkheart by Cornelia Funke. Inkheart is the adventurous story of young Maggie and her father, Mo, who have been blessed or cursed with the power of reading items and living things out of stories. But when Capricorn, an evil man, Mo had read of a book titled Inkheart, told Maggie to read a friend out of the book that Capricorn came from, what is Maggie to expect? A friend or foe? Good or evil? But when the author of the infamous book rewrites the story of the monstrous friend, will their plan work, or will Capricorn stop them? You don't have to read this book out loud for the magic to happen. Follow Maggie's adventure as she fights fire, magic, and of course evil. This book is fun-filled and adventurous. It will leave you wanting more.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. This is a book of what happens at Harry Potter's second year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft